Hi, today we have with us Gary Fraas, who is the Operation Blended Warrior lead representing NTSA. And we're going to talk to him for a few moments about OBW and some of the challenges and the opportunities that you've seen so far in putting together this live virtual constructive event for ITSIC this year.
Well, that's a great topic of the challenges because that's really why we're doing this event. And I think many of the challenges we're facing are the same challenges that they face in the real world when they put on a real distributed training exercise. From an industry perspective, the planning for this was a little bit different, and we started this last spring not really knowing who was going to participate and what they were going to bring. So that was really probably one of the first challenges we had to overcome, because we had some overarching scenarios in mind, but not really knowing who's going to play and what systems they were going to bring. But once we got everybody together back in the June time frame, that all worked itself out pretty well. The real challenges then became, what standards are we going to really be following? And obviously that can become very controversial and debatable. But we worked through all of that, and so I think from a challenge standpoint, we went through the same kinds of challenges that they go through in a real-life exercise. I think from an opportunity standpoint, from industry, this is great because this allows companies to come in, not only show off what they have and market their capabilities, but it really brings an experience level to the showplace floor that we don't typically have in terms of a collaborative environment. So ITSIC has always promoted itself as being a collaborative environment, and it is. Doing these kinds of exercises with many companies that you can see behind me takes it to a whole nother level. And I think that's really one of the pleasant, it's really not a surprise. Companies came together, they usually do at ITSIC, but there's been so much openness and willingness to share technical expertise. We've got some companies that are sharing some of their tools and providing temporary license copies to other companies so that others can participate. So I think this has been a great stepping stone this year. It'll lead to bigger and better things in future years, and hopefully in the end it'll have a big impact on the real reason we're doing this, and that's to identify the challenges and make an impact on trying to solve some of those issues for real-life events.
Nice. Well, it sounds like there's lots of opportunities and there's been lots of challenges, and that y'all are coming over those. What about the standards? I heard you mention standards, and I know that that's a big topic. Has there been discussion about that and how we might move forward?
Well, there has been some discussion, and initially we decided to take an approach that would work for more of the masses.
Okay.
But those are certainly some of the aspects of this effort that are being documented, because each service subscribes to somewhat different standards. We have different database standards. We have a lot of initiatives out there by different services, but they need to come together. So again, I think this event highlights those, and as we move forward into future years, we'll continue to address them.
Thank you. Thank you, Gary. I look forward to seeing all of you at ITSIC.